did another good decision. Hey, I did another bad decision. Hey, I did another good decision. Hey, I did another bad decision. And what starts to happen is over time, the gap between those two people, they don't even compete anymore. Guys, it's the smallest thing. You know what I love? I love this right here. I love this. You see that right there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Where's the fifth one? Andrea's in her office. You know what you call that? You call that what? Culture. Right? You call that culture. We got people that are dressed up, business attire. I love it. Okay, I love it. Some business attire people. We have jeans. We don't do jeans. We have business attire people. Come on now. And then we got, I don't know, Mike, are you dressed as anything? No, Mike's not. Mike came in a flannel shirt, you guys. That's what Mike is. Okay, right? And we don't do jeans. Okay, it's either what? It's either what? Today's what? Costume closeout. You don't want to wear a costume? We're good with it.
We don't do jeans.
But go dress professional. Like, well, I didn't wear a costume.
Girls don't wear dresses, so
we don't do jeans.
Not a big deal.
What are you
Not a big deal.
It's true. Sailor girls have to wear dresses.
Oh, well, you know what? I got
Well,
on
guys
the
have to
phone
look
3 minutes
traditional.
late.
I'm
You
just
know what
saying.
that is?
You're old fashioned.
Oh, you know what? I didn't even pay attention to how many of my associates are on. I don't even know how many people are in this meeting right now. You know what that is? Lowering the standard. On the flip side, let me give you the flip side. We're running. We got a bunch of things we're doing. My schedule, if somebody saw my schedule, they'd be like, oh, like, I can't even imagine Patrick's schedule. Like, that's where I want to get to. Like, man, how do I function like that? You got a lot of people to support you at that point. Today, I need help from more people than ever. Patrice saves my life every day. Sylvia saves my life every day. Danny's helping me out in so many different ways. My bookkeeper saves my life in so many ways. My tax people save my life. My leadership, I need so many people helping me out right now. So many different people, because if you want to do something big, you need a team of people around you. You need a lot of people around you. And what was the point I was making? Small decisions, bad habits. On the flip side of it, right? On the flip side of it, let's say you woke up early today, right? And I think Rich woke up at 5 a.m. this morning. Did his workout, did what he did. He's texting me. He's showing me the book that he's reading. Do you know? We talk about all these people making all this money. Do you know who's at cash flowing almost most of the MDs this month? Oh, this guy's, killing it. They're killing it. Quietly, Rich is starting to come up. And he says, we're hitting level 2 GEB, right? You got the licensing for that as well, Rich? You guys have it? Level 2 is what? 4, right? 4, right? Level 2 GEB, I'm sorry, level 10, yeah, 4, 2550, 4 licensed and appointed agents. And this month, this isn't their GEB. They're going to hit level up GEB this month. So Rich is going to get paid at a 75% contract, plus the 10%, plus level 2 is 15, plus another 10, right? So that's actually 5 plus 10, that's 25, 100% contract he's going to get paid out next month. And this month, what are you guys missing for level 2 today? You already have this lined up, right? You said your goal is what? 30 recruits today. This is not lined up. Just so you know, if your goal is only what you have in your pipeline today, you're not an entrepreneur. I'm gonna say it again. If your goal is only like, well, I know I have this recruit that I can call and close, or I know I have this policy I can follow up with. If your goal is to only close that today, what's already in your schedule, you're not an entrepreneur. The entrepreneur, can we get off the phone, man? The entrepreneur is the person that today's like, I don't even have that lined up, and I'm gonna go find it. Because what you're saying is the stuff you do have lined up, that was lined up on the day that you were planting seeds. So today you're either harvesting or you're planting, and that's the life of an entrepreneur. A farmer, guys, a farmer is an entrepreneur. Every day they're planting or they're harvesting, right? And so on the flip side of it, you're the leader that came early. You're the leader that came early. And you help maybe even set up chairs, and you're an MD, and you're not like I'm sitting here today. There's so many people that are givers in our office. I love the amount of givers that we have. Like our office is, and I hope it's the case for all the offices, we have so many good people in Unity, you guys. And I see the guys setting up chairs, and we make a whole line of chairs today, and we're setting up, and then I see people coming late. Those two little differences, right? And I completely skipped my point. Rich is at $27,000 of income for the month. Okay? $27,000 of income for the month. He's passed up a lot of people in cash flow. He's about to get his ring next month. So at any moment, you can make a decision, say, I don't want to be this person anymore. I want to change. I want to be better. I want to be better. And you see his team starting to rally around him. Why? Because he's like, dude, I want to be somebody that's worth following. I want to be somebody. I'm leaving last night. I think it's 9:30, 9:40. And I see Rich and Lewis coming back with food. And I'm like, oh, it's going to be a late night tonight, huh? It's 9:40 and they're coming to the office with food. He says, yep, we got a lot of business to submit today. Other leaders can't be found. That little bit of difference. If I'm on money strat, I'm like, man, my coach is in the office with me. He's here. He's helping me. And the other person's just running personal appointments or doing whatever they're doing, and they're not available. They don't run appointments. That's the separator. That's the separator. That's, man, I'm gonna work out this morning. Man, I'm gonna actually listen to the book of the month. Man, I'm actually gonna keep getting better today. Those little differences, you guys. It's so simple. What Cindy said was so simple that people overlook it. Some of you guys are like, oh, that's a great point. But you're still a junior trainer, or you don't even know what a junior trainer is, right? Somebody done 10 apps in a month. What's a senior trainer? Somebody did 20. Man, I'm not even a junior trainer. I want to become a junior trainer. I'm at 7 apps for the month. Maybe I need to do 3 more, right? That little bit of that paying attention to her, like, hey, who are you promoting? Some of you have somebody today that can be promoted. I have a girl named Zabby. I don't even know if she's, okay, there she is. She just responded. Zabby, are you on here? Are you on here? Okay. Got it. So I have a girl named Zabdi. Zabdi is a recruit from Alvaro. Alvaro gives me a number. This is a small part of the business, you guys. It's simple stuff. Alvaro gives me a number. How many times have you been given a number from a teammate or you prospected somebody? And I call the person. Nothing happens. I call the person again. Nothing happens. I call the person again. We text. I call the person again. They jump onto a BO. They miss it. I call the person again. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? Listen, let's do a 101. Hey, do you have some information? I send them the video. I call the person again. Hey, how does comp work? I send this. We go back and forth. I've literally messaged this person 15 to 20 times. 15 to 20 times the last 3 months. Alvaro doesn't know. I'm following up for him. She gets recruited on Thursday. We fast start her she gets recruited Wednesday night. We fast start her Thursday. And she sits there and she says, I want to be an author. I want to have my own office. She's in Phoenix. I'm like, oh man, Cindy's about to open a team in Phoenix. So you guys got to connect. You got to meet Cindy. She has 5 brothers and sisters, 6 siblings. She's like, George, I have 500 numbers in my phone right now. She's the person that she's like, what do I got to do to make $20,000 a month? I said, you got to hit director your first 30 days. That's our goal today is for her to hit associate. She doesn't have that lined up. I'm not waiting for her to tell me she wants to hit associate. I got to help her say, hey, let's get you to associate today. And some of you got people like that, but if you don't inspire that in them, it's not going to come out. It's on you to inspire that in them. The simple stuff is overlooked. MDs, GEB, level up. Recognize culture. We talked about that. That stuff makes me want to be a part of their team. You coming in casual, looking all like distracted, like you're not professional or fun. Like, I don't want to be a part of your culture. I want to be a part of that culture. I want to be a part, and there's a reason. How many recruits you guys got this month? First month as an MD? 29 recruits, Lewis and Jasmine, have their first month as an MD. We're going to see if they finish at 21 recruits today and hit 50 their first month. We're going to find out. We're going to find out. That's 10 people getting 2 directs. That's magic happening last day. But that's culture. That's why they're out recruiting some people. Listen, you got a rabbit in your team, that's only going to last so long. That person pops out to MD, now it's on you. You know what I love? Lewis and Jasmine are here. David's like, cool, I got to go build my next leaders. Who do I do? He's in Texas right now with his team at an Airbnb with 20-something people in an Airbnb, and he's sending me messages saying, I can get 100,000 people on my team if I don't get bored of building teams. And I said, it's so good for your spirit to get out of sometimes your normal environment. And you'd be like, man, there's so many other people that want it. Why am I letting the people that don't get me to think small? Right? So he's doing his thing. He's building. He's got Evelyn doing her thing. And Lewis and Jasmine, MD. I think Evelyn might, you know what? Where's Evelyn, by the way? Evelyn's in Texas. Evelyn, you know what popped up on my calendar last night at midnight? Last night at midnight. I'm not playing. You see that? I asked you, when are you hitting MD? I put it in my calendar, Evelyn. And I said, at 11:30, Evelyn said she's hitting MD. Today, marketing directors are going to be promoted. Right? How are you like, I understand starting the day and man, it's cold. Like, guys, this is the season that kills entrepreneurs. Oh, it's warm, it's nice, and it's comfortable, and you're getting killed. This is a season, my trainer the other day, he's like, oh, this is the season where everybody gains weight. Everybody drops off their fitness. No, bro. This is also the season where you get better. It is. We talked about cash flow, and the last one before I bring up Elvis. Elvis is dressed, he's Nigerian today. That's his costume. Nigerian today. We got to wrap up by 11, Elvis, so I took 15 minutes of your time. Okay. This is a book Lorenzo gives me. Lorenzo comes down on Thursday. He's like, man, what am I doing? I said, Lorenzo, just come down. Let's spend some time together. Let's just talk, bro. He comes down, he's in the office. We have some great conversations. And he gives me a book called The Garden. So last night, my barber's here. I'm getting a haircut. And I'm reading the book, right, while she's giving me a haircut. And one of the stories, how it opens up, is a beautiful story. And I'll say this, and then I'll bring up Elvis. This guy, his wife passed away from cancer. And he goes outside, and he always sees these two kids, Jay and Kay. And they walk to school, and he listens to them. And one day, he twists his ankle, so he's inside, and he's able to hear their conversations. They can't see that he's seeing them. And Jay's like, man, you don't want to be made fun of. He likes music. He wants to make movies. He's being called banging. He's being punched. He's being this. And he's like, man, I don't want to live anymore. And Kay's like, man, you know what? I'm always being judged. And look, I'm cutting myself, but I will never, kill myself. You can't hurt yourself either because I depend on you. And the amount of depression that these kids are going through. And he's like, man, I gotta change these kids' life. So his wife loved a garden. So in the back of the house, he built a garden. Beautiful garden. Next to this bench, in the middle of it, there's two trees. One's the tree of what? Good and evil. The other one's the tree of life. And so he says, hey, can you guys help me one day? Come on to the back. I just need you for a few minutes. Yeah. Can you unravel my hose so I can walk because my ankle's messed up? And they go into the backyard and they're like, oh my God, this is a nice backyard. This is awesome. This is amazing. Like, we didn't know this was back here. And he says, do you know what these two trees are? And he tells them the story of Adam and Eve. And then he says, I'm going to ask you a question today. You don't have to give me the answer. Think about it. And if you want to know the answer, come back tomorrow. He says, why did Adam and Eve eat? Right? Do you know the story? And they're like, yeah, they ate from the tree of life because they wanted to know what God knew. And so, and they go Google it. And it says, oh, they ate because of pride, because they wanted to be at God's level. He says, just come back tomorrow and give you the answer. So they come back the next day and they give him the answer. And he says, so what'd you get? Well, this is what Google said, this is what our friend said, etc. He says, that's what most people say. He says, but you got to remember what the story says. The story says that mankind was made in God's image. Like you were literally, so you got to think about this. If you really believe like in God, that you were made in God's image. In his likeness, exactly what God is. That's what mankind was. So they already they were like God. So the serpent came and said, and made them understand and doubt who they were. And that's the reason that they ate the apple. Because he was able to get them to doubt their position, their identity. See guys, right now I can tell you this, I could bet my life on it, that there are certain doubts inside of you today. There's doubts on, man, can I really build this business? Am I really good enough? Can I really, man, my recruiting interview no-showed, that field training, that client charge back, I missed my promotion, I don't have a big team today, I've been in the business so long, I missed MD, we're not on track, I don't know how we're gonna do this, right? And you're doubting what you can do today. You're doubting what you can do in this business, you're doubting how your January 1st can start, you're not, because if you were really thinking about what was possible for you, you'd be vibrating at a different level and you'd be so excited about life. And the problem is that we're so logical today, and we have all this stuff around us, it's getting us to think small. And we have 2 hours a week where we get to get in your mind, but then you go back to reality. Guys, the message that Cindy gave wasn't just like, if you are at a point where you're like, oh, it's good in training, I'm just at training today, and you stop looking at that and say, which of those are me? Which of those can I get to my team? Which of these can I apply? How fast can I get better? What do I implement? Man, okay, today was good direction. Let me not just take notes, but let me use notes. Let me use the training. What Elvis is going to talk about, man, let me be that person today. If these trainings are just to teach you and you don't do it, you're wasting your life. If these trainings you come here with, I want to change and I want to get better, and I'm willing to change, I'm willing to get better, then this can change your life. But it's all about how you're listening to today's training. With that being said, I want to bring up our next speaker, Mr. Elvis Okafor, on a subject today that can change your life. If it goes from here to here, it can 100% change your life. And one of the reasons that this guy is about to become an SVP, he's about to become an EMD, and about to become an SVP, and finish this year off as an SVP. One of the reasons is because the subject he's going to teach on today, he's mastered.